Marriage is hard, but it's not supposed to be this hard, right? In this video, I'm going to share 9 signs that the problems in your relationship are more than just a rough patch. Hi, I'm Valerie. I'm a couples therapist and a relationship expert. And for more than 10 years, I've been helping couples build better relationships. If you are ready to repair your relationship, you are in the right place. Hit that subscribe button right now. I'm going to share my best tips for building a better marriage with you. In this video, we're going to talk about 9 signs that your relationship is in serious trouble. But first, a quick disclaimer. While I am a licensed therapist, I am not your therapist, and this video is for educational purposes only. So here's the reality. Marriage is hard, and not all problems in marriage are signs that something's going wrong. Sometimes it just means you're going through a rough patch, or maybe a stressful period in your relationship. Not all problems warrant couples therapy, but there are some relationship red flags that I want you to keep a lookout for, because if these relationship red flags are present, it's a really good sign that it's time to get some help. Let's start with relationship red flag number 1. You are constantly fighting. If you and your partner are constantly fighting in your relationship, it's a good sign that the troubles you're dealing with are more than just a rough patch and you need some support. Constant fighting can erode the foundation of your friendship. It can erode trust. And bottom line, it makes your relationship really unpleasant. So if you're fighting all the time and you can't stop, it might be time to get some outside help. Relationship red flag number 2, you're not communicating effectively. Now this follows up on my first point. If you are constantly fighting, it's a good sign you're not communicating. But you don't have to be fighting all the time to not be able to communicate with your partner. If you are having trouble communicating effectively, if you don't feel heard and understood, and you know your partner doesn't feel heard and understood, that is a red flag. That is another sign that something's going seriously wrong in your relationship. Red flag number 3, you or your partner are keeping secrets. This is a serious red flag. If you notice yourself holding back, or you suspect that your partner is, that's a sign that there is something seriously wrong. Something has happened to the trust in your relationship, or you find yourself leaning into things that you know your partner wouldn't like or wouldn't approve of. So if you are keeping secrets, mark that as a red flag. Red flag number 4, you and your partner are no longer intimate. And this could be emotional or physical intimacy. Bottom line, intimacy is a crucial part of any romantic relationship. After all, that's what separates romantic relationships from good friends, right? It's the ability to be intimate. If you no longer have intimacy in your relationship, or you're fighting about intimacy in your relationship, that's a really good sign that something has gone wrong. Red flag number 5, you are struggling with infidelity. And this could be actual cheating, or it could be emotional infidelity. And emotional infidelity is often the first step to physical infidelity, but all that means is that one or both partners are developing strong, intense emotional relationships outside of the marriage. That is a big red flag. So if you notice yourself or you notice your partner building these deep relationships with someone else, I want you to pay attention to that. And it might be a sign that you need some outside support. Red flag number 6, you and your partner are unable to resolve conflicts on your own. Basically, what this means is that at some point in your relationship, you stopped being able to solve problems together. And this is a huge red flag because going through life, building a successful relationship, being in a long-term marriage is going to mean that you're going to need to solve a lot of problems. And if you can't solve problems on your own, you can't work through them together as a team, that's a red flag that something has gone sideways in your relationship. Red flag number 7, you or your partner are thinking about ending the relationship. Now, all of us fantasize. It's really normal to wonder, what would my life be like if I lived someplace different? If I didn't have kids? If I did have kids? If I moved to France? It's natural and normal to fantasize and to dream. But if either you or your partner has seriously considered leaving the relationship or brought it up, that is another really red flag that something's not working and something needs to happen right away to get things fixed. Red flag number 8, you're feeling disconnected. Oftentimes, I like to describe this as roommate mode. If you and your partner are stuck in roommate mode and you're no longer connecting emotionally, physically, you're not having any fun, you don't feel like you have anything in common anymore, that is a big red flag. Because friendship is the foundation of any strong relationship. And if you are disconnected, it's hard to feel like you're really good friends. Even if you're working as a team, even if you're great co-parents, if you are feeling disconnected in your relationship, it's time to fix things. Red flag number 9, your marriage needs a tune-up. Maybe you can't pinpoint exactly what's going wrong, but you know that you're not feeling satisfied and you know you want more. If you find yourself wanting more from your relationship, if you're feeling really dissatisfied and wondering what's going wrong, that's a really good sign that something is going wrong, especially if you feel like you can't talk about it with your partner. So even if you think, hey, my marriage just needs a tune-up, that is a red flag or a sign that it's time something needs to change. If you notice any of these red flags in your relationship, that's a good sign that it's time to work on your marriage. And I really want you to keep that in mind. It's a sign that it's time to work on your marriage. It's not a sign that things are over. I have worked with hundreds of couples who have all of these red flags, and they've repaired and reconnected and, quite frankly, even built an even better and stronger marriage than before. But if you notice these signs in your marriage, it is a warning, a red flag that you need to get on top of that right away, and you need to reconnect and repair. No matter what challenges your relationship is facing, no matter which one of these flags or how many of them you're struggling with, couples therapy can help. Couples therapy can teach you how to communicate, how to connect, and how to solve some of these problems that keep coming up over and over again. If you're looking for a licensed therapist in Colorado, check out my website. If you're outside of Colorado, a great place to go to is Psychology Today. Visit Psychology Today and you can find a great therapist to connect with. Thanks for watching my video on 9 signs that your relationship is in serious trouble. If you notice any of these signs in your marriage, reach out. You do not have to do this alone. I'll talk to you soon.